Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac Reunion Part 3. Now, you guys may not like what I'm about to say, but I believe Stacey was exposed, in my opinion. So we're going to get into it in a second, but please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, first of all, how would you rate Potomac's Reunion Part 3? I have to be honest, I really enjoyed Potomac's Reunion Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. I believe I enjoyed Part 2 and Part 3 more, but I would say I totally enjoyed it. Interestingly enough, I didn't remember the season actually being this interesting, but I feel like the reunion definitely made up for it. I wish they would bring that light-hearted, shady energy into the actual season. I felt like the season had too much of a focus on Mia, and it just was not hitting, in my opinion. But the reunion, I feel like they redeemed it. So I do hope that they bring them back next season and everything is more cohesive and funny and lighthearted as the reunion was. So if I wanted to give it a rating, I would give it an 8.7. I would give it an 8.7. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What rating would you give this episode of Potomac, so Reunion Part 3? What rating would you give it? Let me know in the comment section below. So Wendy basically tells everybody the whole interaction that she had with her husband. And apparently TJ said it was all about payment. She did not pay him. She owes him some money. And so he did not show up to this reunion. So, of course, the girlies, so Giselle is basically chiming in. Kira is basically chiming in. Kira said they knew this all along. And this is the thing, because even me watching it, I've always said, I don't know what is going on, but it's very much giving shady. I don't believe it's a real relationship. It's absolutely giving storyline. But to actually allegedly pay somebody, that is extreme in my opinion. Now, when the whole thing was brought to Stacey, Stacey is basically saying no, she doesn't believe TJ would ever say anything like that. And TJ is her best friend. And Wendy was like, he said it. It's on camera. He said it to Eddie today. Stacey was adamant. And this is the thing. Stacey was playing that character. She's like, I am not going to break character at all. She was like, no, I don't believe he said it. Even Andy checked with the control room and they admitted that it was said. Yet, she still said no, she didn't believe it. She needs to see the clip. My thing is, this is my theory. I believe that Stacey knew that TJ said it, but she wanted to see it for herself to know how far he went. And I think she was also trying to use that opportunity to think about a comeback. This is my theory. I may be wrong, but this is my theory. Because let's be clear, it's one thing. Wendy is apparently your friend, right? So if Wendy is saying that, do you think your friend is lying? Okay, maybe you think your friend is lying, but your boss, Andy, is not about to be saying control room said that it is true. What benefit does Andy have to lie? And so she's there like, no, she needs to see the clip herself. TJ would never. I'm just like, stop it. I hope you don't think that you pretending like TJ would never do that is going to give, or at least result in you getting some sympathy. I will say maybe to some people, maybe it worked, but for me, it didn't, because it was giving somebody who is trying to lie and gaslight. They know how to try to be like, okay, let me see what proof they have. Has he shown anything yet? Did he bring any receipts? And I feel like that is what she was trying to see. Because she did not address the allegation at the time, if you notice. She didn't say, no, I'd never done that. I would never do that. No, she waited until she saw the footage before she then decided to respond to it. If Stacey had nothing to hide, she could have just said it straight up there and there. well, I have never done anything like that. That is a lie. I need to see what you guys have, because that is a lie. He would never say that. Where's my phone? I'm going to pick up my phone and call him now. That is what you will do if someone is allegedly lying on you, in my opinion, right? If I heard that someone said, someone that I know, my best friend or anyone said something, I would be pulling up. I would pick up the phone and call straight away. Like, hey girl, hope you're good. Andy just told me that you said this. Like, why would you say that? I would straight up. So I personally do not believe that at all. I also did not like how she was trying to make it seem like Eddie and Wendy had a plan or something like that. I didn't like that at all. I think that when she was trying to insinuate that maybe it was all a plan or a setup or something, I didn't like that at all. I felt like it was sort of insinuating a little bit that Eddie was maybe not being fully truthful. I thought it was backhanded. And yes, I love how Eddie was still being a bit calm. Eddie did not outrightly call her a liar or say that you paid this man when he could have been messy. He could have said that. He didn't. He kept it. It gave Stacey an opportunity to clean it up. It gave Stacey literally an opportunity to say, no, I don't owe him money. That's not did it. And Stacey could have still gotten away with it with the sympathy of the majority and without us looking at her as a liar. But instead, when she insinuated that maybe it wasn't all true or something, I think that's when Eddie said, well, yes, he said you paid him to come on the show. I'm like, you see, now you've had Eddie out here trying to make sure he clears his name and he doesn't look like he's the one that concocted this mess. And that's exactly what TJ said. So the girlies start saying to Stacey, like, call him then, like, and she said no. And I feel like if she wanted to clear it up, she really should have called him. But she intentionally did not call him because she knows even if she did not pay that man directly, there was some sort of agreement of some sort, in my opinion. Because I don't know why you have the opportunity to clear up your name on a public platform and you choose not to take it. That doesn't look good. It's given you probably are scared of what is going to come out of TJ's mouth and you don't want it to ruin your opportunity to be on Potomac forever. And I feel like that is all it was about, because he could have cleared it up. Even Wendy said to her, nobody is going to believe you. This is your opportunity to clear it up once and for all, because in the future, no one is really going to believe you. And I completely agree with what Wendy said, because I left the reunion. Well, I wasn't physically at the reunion, but you know what I mean. After watching the reunion, I felt like Stacey's a liar. I thought about the fact that she had told Wendy, F that B, and then lied and said that she didn't say that. Only now there is some sort of alleged arrangement between her and TJ. So it's like, we don't know what to believe, but we sure don't believe you. And we sure are not out here thinking TJ is innocent either. Even if she did not pay him or hadn't paid him yet, I believe there was some conversations had. I believe it was an arrangement. It was a storyline. I feel like there's a reason that she calls him her bestie and not her boyfriend. And so I feel like there is some sort of arrangement, and there has always been some sort of arrangement. This is just my opinion. Of course, I felt like her body language the whole time, she just looked like someone caught in the cookie jar and trying to pretend like she ain't guilty. Her mouth is saying something, but her body language is saying something completely different. I believe there is more to the story than is being told. Now, I don't necessarily think she has paid him anything that is traceable, at least. But I do think conversations were had. I believe there was an agreement between them to bring him on the show to perform. And that he did. Now, if he was trying to play the role of a loving boyfriend, he certainly did a poor job of it. But if he was just coming on the show to cause drama and cause conversation, He absolutely did that. Now, let's shift gears and talk a little bit about Karen's DUI conviction. Now, the scene that Karen and Ray gave us was very hard to watch. I kept watching that scene thinking, still no accountability. You guys know from the early episodes, I've been saying Karen is not taking accountability, and she still hasn't. Even with the sentencing, it just feels like she's played so many different things. She played so many different cards instead of just taking accountability. It's like she's still denying she has a drinking problem. She's saying she was self-medicating and was taking more antidepressants, and that's what caused the issue. Whatever the case may be, there has been too many rumors about her drinking. And these were some of the things that came up at the reunion, where Ashley talking about she ran into someone on the train. Girl, what are the odds? Please shut it. I feel like Ashley was just trying to bring that up. She probably got the tea from somebody and thought, do you know what? Let me try and bring it in. But that train story just does not sound believable. She should have come up with a better story, in my opinion. I think it was interesting that Wendy eventually said something similar. I do think it was also really interesting that apparently there was someone else in the car. And it was interesting that even though Karen was drunk, she did mention that she wasn't driving and there was someone else in the car. Now, we don't know for a fact if that's the truth, because some of the things that Karen did say, she said she was Thomas Jefferson's concubine or something like that, which certainly ain't true. So, of course, we don't know what is fact, what is fiction. But whatever the case may be, I feel like Karen has some problems. It's either it's alcoholism, it's something. Even if she doesn't want to say alcoholism, there is something there. There is some sort of issue that needs to be resolved. And so the earlier she takes accountability for it, the better. They did talk about whether or not Karen saw the tape and why. And apparently Karen got the opportunity to get house arrest. For the life of me, I do not understand how you will get an opportunity to do house arrest, but you will say no to that. If that is true, then that is the most stupidest decision I've ever heard in my entire life. But maybe it's for the best, because maybe if she had done that, maybe there may not be any reformation. But because she will have to face the consequences and be impacted for a number of months, well, a year, if we're counting, then maybe that might bring about the change that she needs. It's sad to go to jail. Absolutely. It's sad for someone as older as she is to go to jail. Absolutely. But at the same time, it's like, how many is it going to take for you to finally learn your lesson? And the fact that a day before going into rehab, you're laying down on the bed, being performative, it's just too much. Even Giselle said they should edit that out and not show that. It doesn't look good. I feel like Karen would have gotten so much empathy from people if she had just taken accountability. People can respect people that take accountability. Now, whatever accountability you're taking at the 11th hour, people don't really believe it's genuine, because they feel like the fact that you had a whole season to take accountability but didn't, and now you're giving us this cock and bull story just before you go into rehab, it's not looking good. I think Karen really thought she was going to get away with it. And the fourth time was not the charm. The fourth time was when it was like, well, you're not getting away with it this time around. It's all sad for all parties involved. I wish everybody the best. Now, that is all I want to talk to you guys about. I can't speak. Please hit that subscribe button. Please share as well. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, do not forget to let me know what you guys rate the episode on a scale of 1 to 10. in the comment section below, 10 being fantastic and 1 being terrible. So let me know what you guys thought of this reunion part 3 in the comment section below. Who do you think the star of this reunion has been? Also, do you think Stacey is a liar? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.